In this video, you're going to learn the easiest way to shallow the golf club. Let's do it. The easiest way to shallow the golf club is to follow your arm's natural swing path. And that is your arm swinging around you. Your arm is not lifting up in the air. Because if your arm lifts up in the air, then you're going to have to shallow the golf club. If you swing your arms around you, never are you going to have to shallow the golf club. You just let them swing around you naturally like they would. The reason your arms are lifting in the swing is because you're starting with your arms below your swing plane. See right here, my arms are below my swing plane because my arms want to swing like this. So my arm needs to start here to get here. You can just swing your arm around you to see this. So it wants to go right here. And I was starting here. So how can I from right here get here? Okay, so if I'm gonna swing my trail arm around me as fast as I can, starting with it like this, and it wants to lift up. That's just what it wants to do. So to swing your arms around you and have a shallow golf swing, which is the easiest way to shallow your golf swing, is to start on your swing plane. So you wanna start on one single plane around you. And you can see this with a dumbbell. So if any of you grab a dumbbell and do the same thing I just said with the club, you will see your arms swing around you. They're not going to lift, because this is where shallowing the golf club comes in. If I have lifted my arms, the dumbbell would clearly show you I'm going to swing left if I don't do something. If I just simply turn from here, I'm going to slice the golf ball. And this is why so many people, because golf instructors teach to get in an athletic position with your chest up, with your arms hanging straight down like this. You just saw your arms are not on your swing plane. My swing plane is up here, right? It's up here, it's not down here. From here, it'll want to go up. So because you lifted your arms, you can't just simply turn because you'll slice it. So most golf instruction now teaches you to push the hip back like this. And this move is going to shallow the golf club and drop it into the slot. And then you're going to turn until you hit the ball. And that's really hard on your back. And that's the modern golf swing. We want the easiest golf swing on our back, the easiest way to shallow the club, and the easiest way to shallow the golf club is to never have to shallow it to begin with. So you will have to shallow the golf club unless you start with your hands higher on your swing plane. And you can just see that by swinging it around you. And if I'm just swinging the dumbbell around me in balance, is the dumbbell starting here in front of me or down here? Watch what's gonna happen if I start with my arms hanging below me like 99% of instruction teaches. Dumbbell goes up and now I slice it, or it's this inconsistent move where this weight's falling to the ground and I'm somehow gonna have to perfectly get it in the slot to shallow it and swing. And that's what all the pros do so well that us mortals do not. So the easiest way to get into pro-like positions is to have a shallow golf swing so you don't have to do it at all. And you can do that by just simply swinging this dumbbell around you, and notice where your arms are at the top of the swing. They're right here. They're not up here. They're down here, and your elbows against your side so you can swing around you shallow. So basically, the easiest way to swing a golf club is the exact swing method that I teach. It is the single plane swing. This dumbbell is swinging on one single arc around you, and so you have a nice shallow golf club. You'll also notice that the upper part of your arm is already tucked in, and to be in support of this dumbbell right here, your forearm is twisted all the way left. So I'm gonna grab a tennis racket to show you how that's gonna affect the golf swing. So I now have a tennis racket, and so at the top, to support this dumbbell right here, my forearm is twisted all the way left. So if we look at a tennis racket, I'm just going to simply turn. And now that I'm done turning around my spine, look what I have to do with the tennis racket. I just go like this with my wrist. This isn't like this, this is this. So it's going to make squaring the club so much easier. So if we do a slow motion golf swing here, we are set up on our swing plane. All right, set up on our swing plane. We turn around our spine. And then we cock our wrists like you just saw with the tennis racket, and you see that same position with the dumbbell, right here. Now, we simply turn into a position to hit. And because our golf swing was shallow, when we turn, right? When you lift your arms and you turn, you're gonna slice the ball. But because you have a shallow golf swing, if you just simply turn, you're in a perfect position to hit right down the target line. You're not going to slice the ball. You're going to hit right down the target line, nice and shallow. So you turn, and now I'm just going to simply release the club like that. And the club squares. So what you're doing to swing this dumbbell around you in balance to have a shallow golf swing is you're turning around your spine. You're not turning your shoulders flat because now the dumbbell is going to want to go way out to the right. So it's this arc around us. So here's the swing plane like this. And now that you tilt forward, it's like this now. It's tilted down because we had to bend forward to get to the ball. So to maintain the swing plane and how you are swinging this dumbbell around you here, but then it's also going left. The handle's going up and left to the ball so you can actually swing down the target line. You are having to swing around your spine properly. And you can see that with a hula hoop. So if you grab a hula hoop and have it flat to the ground when you're straight up and down and bend forward, you'll see that if you're tilted to the right, the hula hoop's going out to the right. So I'm gonna swing out to the right. I'm tilted straight up and down facing forward. Now the hula hoop is straight down the target line. So we want to maintain the hula hoop the whole swing like this. So tilt back and turn down, come back to even, and now rotate open while tilting back like this. And that is the same exact way you turn to be in balance with this dumbbell and swing it around you. And those are all fundamentals of the easiest golf swing method you can possibly learn, the single plane swing that I teach. So the 4 pillars are your weight centered, because that is how you turn around you. Your weight has to be in the middle of your feet. If your weight is forward and I asked you to swing the dumbbell around you, so I put all my weight forward, this dumbbell is gonna wanna go out to the right because I cannot turn around my left leg because I have too much weight forward. So your weight needs to be centered, you turn around that. The second fundamental is turning properly, which is what I just showed you with the hula hoop. The third fundamental is setting up on your swing plane, and that's what I was talking about earlier with having your arms hanging straight down. That's not what you want to do. You want to have them raised up so you can actually swing them around you instead of them lifting up. And the fourth fundamental is keeping your lead arm straight, as soon as you bend your arm, that's picking up the club and you swing left instead of around you. And so that will also help you to get the club lower. See, if I have my arm bent a little bit and I straighten it, now it's much lower and I can swing shallow and around us. So the easiest way to have a shallow golf swing is the single plane swing, swinging the club on one arc around you, and you need to turn and tilt properly to be able to swing down the target line with this shallow golf swing. I hope some of these tips helped you on how to shallow out your golf swing if you're coming in really steep to the ball. If they did, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing, as that would really help me out. If you're struggling with your golf swing, feel free to send me a video of your swing. I have a video linked in the description on how to do that. And like I've said 50 times in this video, I teach the single plane swing, as it's the easiest swing method to do everything you want to do to hit quality golf shots, including having your swing shallow like you learned about in this video. And I teach that over at manningolf.com. I have a full course already set up step by step on how you can customize the single plane swing to fit your body type, because we're all built a little bit differently. But again, I hope this video helped, and I hope the rest of your day goes well.